and meteorologist and weather prognosticator Chad Merrill taking you through the midweek winter storm and looking ahead to some weekend races in the DC area. First of all, we want to say a special thank you to Jessica in Chambersburg for submitting this video. Take a listen. By the way, this happened on Monday, December 13th.
Snowing here in Guilford Township, and I couldn't be happier. So thank you very much, Hagerstown Almanack.
We forecasted snow between the 10th and the 12th. Wet snow, that is, and that's exactly what this was in Chambersburg. And of course, the snow came on the 13th, so we weren't too far away. We do predict cold and windy conditions this week, and of course we're having our second storm, and that's why we are giving you this update with this winter storm developing across the southwest U.S. It's going to zip into the Tennessee Valley, and then on Wednesday it's going to move across the mid-Atlantic, develop a surface low, and become a nor'easter across the northern mid-Atlantic and southeastern parts of New England. The bullseye for this storm is two bullseyes. First of all, there's going to be a band of heavy snow that produces 20 inches just north of State College and north of Harrisburg and some of the higher elevations. And some of that could actually trickle into northern New Jersey. We will also see a stripe of 16 inches of snow across the Laurel Highlands. East and downwind of the Alleghenies to I-81, the northern part of I-81, to the rest of Maryland and Pennsylvania west of I-95, 7 to 10 inches of snow, and a stripe of 6 inches, and that'll be west of the major metro areas. In DC and Baltimore, we are going to see 1 to 2 inches of snow. It will turn to rain, and on the back side of it, maybe another half of an inch in the evening. So it's going to compact a good bit. That 1 to 2 inches isn't going to look like 1 to 2 inches along I-95 and just points to the south. And unfortunately, along the coast, trace amounts of snow changing to rain, so that'll all melt very quickly. West of the plateau, we are going to see a stripe of 4 to 6 inches of snow in western Pennsylvania and West Virginia. Now, a couple things to keep in mind. The timing of the storm, 7 to 10 a.m. in the southern mid-Atlantic, starting Wednesday, starting as late as noon to 2 p.m. Wednesday in the northern mid-Atlantic, ending from south to north, starting 6 p.m. on Wednesday in the southern mid-Atlantic to as late as 4 to 8 a.m. Thursday morning in northeastern Pennsylvania and northern New Jersey. After the storm is finished, we're going to have several nights where the temperature is below freezing. We'll have sunshine during the day that'll help melt some of the snow. It'll refreeze at night. So the areas you want to pay attention to will be bridges and overpasses, sidewalks, and your driveway. You'll see slippery conditions before 10 a.m. and after 6 p.m. each day. Now, the snow will be heavy and wet from I-95 to the Blue Ridge and dry and powdery to the west of I-81 and I-78. But we're only expecting scattered power outages, and the power outages will mainly be due to the fact that the weight of the snow on the trees. We're not expecting the winds to be strong with the storm system, which would add to the power outage situation. The strongest winds will occur near the coast, where there's going to be very little in the way of snow. There will be some sleet and freezing rain that does mix in along the Blue Ridge to I-270 and the Route 15 corridor, but we are not expecting significant ice buildup on the trees that would cause power outages as well. After the storm is through, the NAO, the North Atlantic Oscillation, still trending in a negative phase, so that'll keep the cold air around. Nothing significantly cold for this time of the year, but seasonal enough to cause the slippery conditions during the overnight period, that overnight process of refreezing. Saturday the 19th, Bishops has a race. It's the Reindeer Romp 5K and 10K. Will go on as planned. No snow on the ground on the towpath at Fletcher's Boathouse. Temperatures in the low to mid 30s with partly cloudy skies for that race. In Afton, Virginia, there is a race Sunday the 20th. And yes, Charlottesville is going to get a bit of snow, as mentioned earlier. But I do think some of that will have melted, but the roads will be in fine shape, and even the trails, I think, should be in pretty good shape because the snowfall amount in that part of Virginia will be a good bit less. So not expecting any problems due to the storm on Wednesday, and the weather is looking actually pretty decent with temperatures in the low to mid 30s with mostly cloudy skies. You can always check out our website, that is almanack.com. There you will find the latest in Almanack news. You can find out how to order the Almanack, the December forecasts, which is clearly stated there as well, and the latest news here with the Almanack. But we really appreciate your viewership and following us here on our YouTube channel with these weather forecast updates. And everybody have a safe week, and we will be back next week with a look at the Christmas forecast.